Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was just basically like, the way I grew up was if you want to be thin or you want to be small, you had to work out a lot and eat very little. And so that's what I did. Like that, I started that in like high school, and I would just always work out and eat very little. Like I remember in high school, I would sometimes only have like a cookie for lunch. Like I would have a glass of milk at dinner. Like it was like insane. And then like I started dating my husband and he was an athlete. So like he would eat obviously a lot and I'm like cooking a lot of his meals. By the time we had like moved in together, I was cooking all of his meals. And so I would just kind of have like fragments of that because I was afraid that I would like gain weight or whatever, even though I was like working out like crazy. And so by the time like we got married and like started having kids, I was on that kind of yo-yo cycle between 10 pounds. So like I would gain 10 pounds, I would lose 10 pounds. I would gain it, I would lose it. And I could never lose more than that. And I remember like when we got married, like I was like the lowest I had been like in like years, but like I was still within that 10-pound kind of plateau or decline or whatever. I couldn't break it and I was just kind of like accepting of it. It was what it was. And then now I get older and I started getting all like the perimenopause symptoms and I started like the weight gain is what brought me to the doctor in the first place. But I had gone there and I'm like I'm getting headaches, I'm getting hot flashes, I'm like extremely fatigued to the point where like I was just exhausted, like just waking up and like just sitting at my desk at work. And like I have two little kids and I'm like just exhausted, like exhausted living. And I was like, I don't know what's happening to my body. And I had gone to the doctor and I had done all my research and I was like, I think it's perimenopause. And she was like, what do you want me to do about it? And I was like, I don't know. And she literally printed out a paper from the receptionist, and it basically said on it, eat healthy food and work out. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like I work out all the time. Like I was like in my body now looking back, it was totally inflamed. And I was just like, what is she telling me? So I was like, okay, this isn't going to help. So I stuck to like, what do I know? Okay, I'll just eat very little and kick up my workouts. So I was at the point where I was working out like twice a day. I would wake up at like 2 or 3 a.m. and I'd be like in a hot flash and I'd be like, well, let me just start a workout now. I was exhausting myself and then like that wasn't doing anything. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna break it down to eating once a day. And like it was just like it's insane to like hear myself like say those things, but it's like that was where my mind was. And so finally I was like just one day looking in the mirror and I'm like, this has got to be nutrition. Like I was like, I don't know how to eat. I know that I don't know how to eat. Like my mom was always overweight. So she didn't know how to eat. Her mother didn't know how to eat. And I'm like, I don't know where to go, but I knew like deep in my soul, I was like, when I'm looking in the mirror, I know how much I'm working out and you cannot see that. Like if I would just like go out, like my friends knew I worked out, but it's like nobody random from the street would be like, "Oh, that girl's really fit." Like no, I wasn't because my body was totally inflamed and I was on the higher end of that 10-pound yo-yo. So I had followed Crystal for a while, knew she was a health coach, and she started posting about her app. Like she was launching a program, another program. And I was like, or this program. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I wanted to do this photo shoot, and the photo shoot's going to be this April. So this was last April, May. And I was like, I want to hold myself accountable. I don't want to get discouraged. I want to be doing the right things. I want to be working out consistently. I want to be eating right. Like, I want to get it figured out. And when she talks about labels and stuff, it's like, it's so overwhelming. I'm like, where do I even start? Like, I know you can do so much research and they tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this. But then you're left with like, well, what can I eat? Like, I don't know what to do. So called upon Crystal, and that was literally the best thing I've ever done in my life. Like, Crystal, you have literally changed my life. Like, I tell you that all the time. So we decided to get into my calorie deficit, which again, in my mind, I was like, this is where I'm gonna thrive. Like, tell me to eat less and I will not eat. Like, I'm good because I had been doing this for so long that my body did not give me hunger cues. So that was purely mental to be like, oh, I should eat. There were so many times where my husband's been like, what'd you have for breakfast? What'd you have for lunch? And I'd be like, I totally forgot to eat today. Like some days we would go to bed. And like if he would be like away for work, for instance, I used to love that because I would just be so busy and I'd go to bed and be like, oh, I didn't eat today. Like it's like my body just wasn't sending me the cues. So I was like, this is great. I'm gonna thrive. And we started the calorie deficit. And at first I was building my plates. But I remember sitting with my husband one day and kind of freaking out because I'm like, Crystal wants me to eat more. And I'm like, but I'm not at my goal weight yet. Like, I'm like, how is this gonna work? Like, I was like, I don't understand. She's telling me to eat more, but yet she's telling me I'm gonna lose weight. And my husband was like, it's science, Meg. Like,
And
he's like,
I don't understand how, but you never hit a plateau. Like you just
I
kept going.
know.
Like it was
I
crazy. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
thank God. But like, I mean, plateaus happen, sure. But yeah, I mean, I didn't. But I just remember he was like, your body's gonna know, like, it's eating the right carbs, it's eating the right fat, it's eating the right calories. And I just remember like staring at him and I was like, we'll see about that. Like, I was like, I don't know. And like, Crystal's like, if something goes like left and like you gain weight, like we'll adjust the plan. Like it's okay. So like having her throughout the journey has been like a security blanket because you just think to yourself, I'm gonna wake up one day and gain 10 pounds. And it's like you don't just wake up one day and gain 10 pounds. I mean, so to get off processed food, I think it really felt like an addiction. So like I got the down to the 20 pounds within 90 days. And then I think like maybe like I've lost like 23, 25, like around there, like total since then. And even now, like I'm building muscle, so it's just crazy to me. But the getting myself off processed food really felt like an addiction. I was having the dreams and I still like I would want things that I would never have eaten before just because I knew like it's like a poison, like your body just
Yeah.
knows.
The
So
mental
then after
connection.
like yeah, you just know. And then after like 5 months of doing it, I was like I don't want it anymore. And now I like really like I don't want it anymore. Like I am in such a new lifestyle change and I'm like, "Oh my God, it feels so good to be here." And I couldn't have done it without you, Crystal. Like I praise you to the high heavens because I follow like a few like fitness people online and they claim to be dietitians and stuff and that's great. But then like when they show you like their meals, I'll be like, that's I'm like, that's actually like they're giving you ingredients that are not good. And I'm like, I thought you were a nutritionist. I'm like, where's the education? And like with Crystal, like you really get it. Like she really teaches you. And like her biggest thing is about well, two biggest things are progress, not perfection. And I swear, like, if you just adapt to that mindset, you will see the perfection in it. Like, it's like you get there. And then her other thing is sustainability. And it's like that is literally the bread and butter, the foundation to everything that you teach. And I feel like with all these diets or whatever, that they're not teaching you sustainability. Nobody can sustain on these diets forever. Even like the most popular one, keto. I know so many people on it. And I'm like, the second you stop, I'm like, it's not sustainable. And I'm like, I've had friends that do diets that all they ate was eggs and meat, I think. And I was like, but what if you want something else? And they were like, "Oh, well, I don't right now." And then they go like a long time and then they do. And when the second that something else hits their lips, they become ravenous and they like can't they have no self-control. So I'm like, that's not sustainability. I'm like, I want to be able to eat without restriction, which is everything that Crystal has taught me. Like, that's literally what I'm doing. I have never eaten so much in my whole life, and I am the tiniest I've been since probably early college. So it's like, it's wild to me. And I'm like, I'm eating the correct foods. I'm eating all day long. I don't skip my meals. I'm getting my workouts in. I'm not killing myself. I'm not doing any of that. If anything, my workouts have like, just I don't know, I focus more on strength training where back in the day it was all like cardio, cardio, cardio. And I'm just like so full of energy. My brain fog is gone. Like the night
That's
sweats like
that's
immediately
what I was gonna
stop.
ask too, specifically because besides like the goals and the weight loss and all those wonderful
Yeah.
things, the menopause symptoms.
They went away within, I would say, probably the first couple of weeks. And that was like, I was like, wow. Like, I was like, okay, like at first I thought maybe like my mind was playing tricks on me. And then it was like, no. Like, so that has been like really, 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 really good. I mean, my period still has a mind of its own, but I can't control that. So,
There's just some things that our body is just engineered to do that we have no control over, but the stuff
right.
we do have control over is obviously what we put in it, and it does have a positive or negative effect. So thank you, Megan, so much. You really delved into like detail by detail of what you went through from the moment you started this and like where you were struggling. It's like reverse, like thinking that, oh, I have to eat less and work out more. And that is another big concept that a lot of women fall into.
Me too. Like, I hope everybody, like, I know like this Kickstart is free and whatnot, but I hope whatever you're able to gain from these 14 days, you know that the best investment you can ever make is in your health. Because I remember when I was about to take the plunge and I like said to my husband, like, oh, like, I got to pay for it. Like, obviously it's not free. But it's like, you're going to pay for something else, right? Like, you're either gonna pay for that workout video or you're gonna buy all the Amazon and you're gonna spend money regardless. And my husband was like, this is probably the best investment you can make because he was like, see how it goes, see how the first month goes. And then he's like, obviously, if you don't think like it's for you, then you don't have to keep doing it. And here I am almost like a year later, and I'm like, this has been the truly the greatest thing I could have done. So remind yourself of that. Like, if you really truly want to live your life without restriction, know that it is very possible. And you want to live your life with sustainability and you don't want to be on diets anymore. Like, this is definitely the place to learn and see that all come to life.